Alright, hello and welcome back. It's time to jump in on Alpha's backstory. As you can see, I already have gotten the character and currently working on fully maxing out the equipment. I think I actually did run out of materials, so I'll have to farm that later on. But overall, one of the best character stories in the game, and one of the best characters ever to be released in this game. Now, the design of the character is pretty damn good, definitely one of my personal favorites. You can choose between 5 different outfits. There will be a lot more outfits in the future for this character, and I might actually be getting some of them. We will see. But anyway, with that being said, let's jump in. Let's hop in this stage. As you can see, you have 2 of these. You need to click on the second one, and then it will lead you to Alpha story. The first one is Lucia story. The second one is Alpha story. They are kind of in the same page because it is kind of the same character that we're talking about. Alright, well, let's jump in the first stage. Like I've said before, Alpha is on the main server still one of the most powerful characters that you can get, and with time she actually gets better, so I expect the same treatment here. And of course, it's definitely one of the saltiest characters that you will see in this game. And now, because I already have this character, I'll be preparing myself for one of the future updates for the next S-Class that will be released in maybe, I might say maybe 2 months. We will see, because the next update should bring us the A-Class. The next update should bring us Phoenix, I believe. And that's A-Class. So the one after should be another S-Class. We will see what will happen, but as of now, I will be saving up everything that I have for the future upcoming characters. Okay, so I believe currently they are, well, she is still kind of in the quotation marks test phase. Don't wanna spoil the first Lucia's backstory. I'll be uploading that very soon after this. It is nice to know these characters' backstories, so will not spoil much about that, but you can definitely expect a very decent story. All right, well, purifying for us not to purify this whole area. Okay, that's kind of weird. Well then, that was the intro. That's okay. That's why I need her to stay loyal to humanity. Interesting. Interesting. So they basically called off a laboratory from orbit. Well, not kind of a laboratory, but I think it's more like a surgery room or something like that. A field hospital. Okay, that's a better term. Because Alpha here, or should I say Lucia, currently is not in a good shape. Now these characters, I don't know, ever since I played this game, they've always felt like being the bad guys, you know, and I don't know, kind of weird relationship over there going on. Even with the people that you're allied in this game, they sometimes do feel like they are the enemy, because they sure do some shady things in the background. And of course, with the global version of the game, we will definitely understand what's happening, what's going on, and what they're saying. But as for the main server, I believe there is another update coming soon. I'll definitely play that. I'll play the new update on the main server of the game. Will be a long run. Very curious to see what will happen. I've heard that Roland became playable. So if he became playable, then something major will happen. But we will see. That's only rumors that I've heard. But knowing these developers, yeah, they're definitely going to actually do that. So yeah. Okay. Now that's an interesting explanation on the consciousness that you're talking about. I always wondered how would they explain that, and they explain it pretty damn good so far. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't like these two characters at all so far. They sure are up to something, and they're absolutely up to something that's no good. Now, why do I say that? Well, that's just my, my sixth sense telling me that they will do something that will be bad. But of course, I might be wrong. Falling is the next stage. Alright, let's jump in. Now, I wonder if all of this is, well, kind of accessible to the commander of the squad. Does he know what was happening to the structures that he is leading? That's a good question. Um, that's actually a pretty good question because I couldn't find the answer to that anywhere. So I think they are keeping a lot of things secret from us, which can build up to something major that can happen in the future of the game. So that's gonna be interesting. Uh-oh. Yeah, famous last words on for these two pilots. Yeah, something bad will happen. I just have that feeling. There we go. Told you. Red beam. Wait a minute. A red beam. That reminds me of. Uh-oh. They are definitely talking about Gabriel there. That boss that has a red beam as one of the primary weapons, I believe. That's definitely Gabriel shooting them down from. What's the range on that thing? Oh my god. They were in the ionosphere. How the heck did Gabriel actually have range? And well, that's actually impressive. I'm learning more and more about how lethal these bosses actually are. If they can shoot down a ship that's in the ionosphere from the ground, that's you don't want to mess with that. Now the boss kind of feels underpowered when you actually fight the boss because they don't shoot that into orbit. They just have the. Well, actually, I might be wrong. I forgot what was the range of the laser on Gabriel. All right. Well, we have a Roland here, and the structures are fighting some. Yeah, they're fighting with those things over there. Let me quickly mop the floor with everything that's here, because Roland is already way too powerful. Now, one more thing, this character was literally playable for 2 years, as you can see. It wasn't just a official character, so they already had the character model, they already had the moves, they literally had everything. They just needed to make it a character, I guess. Alright, well, seems like I just have to destroy everything on the field. Now, a fun fact, and what's actually true here. Alpha is the actual Lucia that you can see here, while the Lucia that we are playing in the game, that is part of the squad, is a clone, if that makes any sense. Which it does. That was not quite sure. I mean, it was kind of obvious. This makes that pretty obvious. And there we go. They found her now. Oh, she's still unconscious. Oh, okay. Still probably pretty damaged, so will take some time to, well, not quite sure if I can say heal up, but repair, or maybe they will do some magic tricks to bring her back alive. Oh, of course, yeah, I forgot that Luna can do that. Well then, and that is how Alpha was born. Interesting. Man, you gotta think what all what she did went through all these years, I guess, to become the Alpha that we know of. Can you imagine what things she had to go through? Now, because we can understand the story, everything is starting to make sense. Just as I've said it long time ago. Well, they're fighting now. That's expected. And the long-awaited reunion between these two characters. I don't want to spoil the main story. You will see that in a couple days after this. But you will definitely understand what I'm talking about very soon. Alright, so let's go on to the next stage. Escape. Oh, that's a lovely name. Looks like she is roaming around aimlessly. That's interesting. And there we go. Her hair is losing color. Oh, what is this? Alright, let's jump in the stage. Let's clear this. Okay, I think this should unlock the hidden story. Not quite sure if I unlock the hidden story, that's fine. If I don't, that's also fine. Alright, that should complete this stage. On to the next one. Oh my god, yeah, that's... I have a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling about this. Yeah, that's a lovely hiding spot there. Behind that piece of... not quite sure what that is. Looks like a building of some sort. I don't know. The artwork is pretty good though. Although she doesn't look like to be that much hurt by the picture here. But that's fine. Okay. Well, that was actually beautiful, beautiful, very beautiful story. Oh man, that makes a lot of sense now about what was happening and what was going on. Well, that was it for Alpha's backstory. Very soon I'll upload the other Lucia's backstory, just to complete the whole backstory thing about these characters. And well, with that being said, hope that you enjoyed. That was a very nice story, one of the best ones around. And with that being said, hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.